Good morning. It's Saturday. It's my birthday, theoretically, and Ronald McDonald has parked his truck outside our house.
Welcome to another episode of Toby Stupid Vlog.
Things are growing. I don't know what they are, mustard or crest or something. I say in theory because in practice, not really having a birthday because you can't really, but making the most of it. And then once this comes to an end at the end of the year, we'll do everything properly. But it's a very nice day, and so we are going to go for a walk and see if we can find the Hamburglar. And more strange news, on our walk today, we have encountered this here baldy cat. Hello, baldy cat.
Actually see this one there.
This is a row of cherry blossom trees in the cemetery. It's very soft. You're just looking at me. Look at the blossom. Not interested. It's great though. It's fantastic actually. Like, we're at peak blossom, and usually when it gets to the end of the spring and the blossom's over, and I always think, why haven't I actually gone and seen any of the blossom? I think that every year. This year I've seen it every day, and it's amazing, and I feel in some ways very lucky that I've been able to do this, and it's been forced on me rather by the lockdown. Good afternoon. It is Easter Monday. I say that because there's no other clue as to what day of the week or day of the year it is, really. Days are all the same now, but I'm going for a walk with the little one so Crystal can have a nap. And it's a nice day, but it's not as hot as it has been last week. It's cooled down a bit, which is good. It's keeping people off the streets and what have you. Makes it easier to do a bit of exercise without running into anyone. Kew seems to be pretty good. Like, the streets of Kew and Sheen and what have you, pretty empty, to be honest. Like, this is not unusual, what you're looking at here, but when you go over on the other side in Chiswick, at least yesterday, it was busy. There was a lot of zigzagging to avoid people. Anyway, nothing else has changed. I have not filmed a lot because every day is much the same and there's nothing new to say or see. I suppose other than to say, for historical records, the USA and the UK have dealt with this the worst. And I do hope there's a reckoning, and I hope the governments of those two countries are held to account for being, frankly, callous or stupid or both. Good morning. It's a Wednesday and Amelia has just been to the doctor to have her 16-week jabs, albeit 9 weeks later, because of all sorts of things that have delayed it, not least the fact that we couldn't start on time because of Crystal's Bell's palsy, and because there was a slight viral outbreak you might have heard of that kind of has disrupted the surgery's timings and forced two nurses into self-isolation. But other than that minor affair, it's been very straightforward so far, but she might get a temperature later. We'll have to wait and see. Lovely. I'm going to take our food to spring for a little walk up to Sheen for our daily exercise. Bought some cheese and some pasta because, those are excellent things to eat. And now we're heading back. It's sunny, it's not a cloud in the sky. It's a lovely spring day. And what day of the week is it? Wednesday. I think I mentioned this earlier because we had Amelia's jabs. Hi there, happy Friday. It's come to the end of another week and, well, not a lot's changed really. Except the blossom is over and the bluebells and the wisteria are starting. I choose to focus on the positives in the floral kingdom. But otherwise lockdown continues. And as you can see, it's not too busy, it's not too bad. People still don't know what 2 meters is. I'm not sure if that will ever change. I think maybe they should have given guidance of 3 meters if they wanted to. Maybe they gave 2 meters because they want 1, but actually in reality you need a minimum of 1.5. So maybe that's what they were hoping for. Anyway, I'm going to continue my walk. I'll be back to you in a moment once I think of a word of the week that is appropriate. I'm just watching you. Being nosy. You're quite nosy. Carry on though. Carry on being nosy. Don't mind me. So as you can see, the blossoms are fading, as I mentioned. It's the cherry, ornamental cherry blossoms that are the most pronounced. They're the pink blossoms you see mostly in Western Europe. So I think maybe the cherry should be the word of the week. It's moderately tenuous, seeing as these things don't have anything that you can eat really. Birds have a sort of cherry, but anyway, let's do the cherry. So first of all, in German, the cherry is die Kirsche. Die Kirsche. That is cherry in German. And in Italian, a word I'd never come across before, bizarrely. Obviously, there isn't a lot of cherries in Italian cuisine, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, it's la ciliegia. La ciliegia is the cherry in Italian. So there we go, that was cherry in German and Italian. That was this week's word of the week. I hope you got out enough to see the cherry blossoms because they are amazing. It's one of the reasons I actually want to go to Japan and Korea in the springtime at some point. Blossom is one of my favourite things. You know I love plants, but blossom especially. So anyway, there we go. Catch you on the flip side of the river, which is this side, the south side. So we're just doing a round walk, essentially, between Chiswick and Kew Bridge, mainly because Amelia slept terribly last night and desperately needs a sleep. And she always sleeps a bit, at least when we put her in the bucky. Although, as you can see, there's just a stare of disbelief. She has had 35 minutes, which is better than nothing, but not much. Anyway, I thought I should actually wrap up this vlog because I don't know that I did it properly last time, and I probably had to re-record a outro sometime in the distant future when I get to edit all these. So it is a Friday. That means we get a Gusto delivery soon, which is always quite fun.
Okay.
What's the vegetables?
There is your
Ooh, chocolate pot.
chocolate.
Nice. 70% chickens. Just had a monkey thrown at me. Thanks. Fish, oh yeah. Thank you very much for watching this apocalyptic hellscape, and I do hope you'll join me next week, and that there are people and the internet still exists next week. So thanks, and I'll see you then.